Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Matt with Sun City Tactical. Now, I've not been on here much lately. That's because I'm still in a foreign country. I will be for a little while longer, and I don't have any new guns in front of me because of that very reason. I've also been stupid busy with work and doing a bunch of other stuff, so I apologize if you are one of the subscribers out there that genuinely enjoys this content. Before I touch on this video, real quick, I just want to say that I'm just another dude making crappy videos on YouTube for fun. These are only my opinions when I put anything out there, and I'm not attempting to sway you one way or another. And I do encourage an open dialogue in the comments section. I very much have learned from viewers, just things they posted on, made me think about, kind of changed my mindset a little bit in the comment section in the past. So I do appreciate you if you have something to say. All right, so moving on, getting to the meat and potatoes of this. What I want to talk about today is why I choose a pistol as my home defense gun over every other platform out there. I did a video a while back. I think I had everything except for a PCC at the time, and just kind of showed why one platform would benefit you over another. Anyways, I think it's time to kind of update it and just talk a little bit on why I use a pistol over those other things. So there's a multitude of reasons why I do this, but before I can get into why I use the pistol, I just want to highlight why I don't use a rifle, a pistol caliber carbine, or a shotgun. First of all, in my opinion, the only rifle I would consider to use as a home defense weapon is my 10.5-inch AR-15 chambered in 5.56. Why? I know this weapon system like it's the back of my hand. Having 30 rounds is also much better than having 7 or 15 or maybe even 21 if you're carrying a pistol. So why don't I use it? Well, there's two main reasons. And the first reason applies to basically all the platforms that I don't use as a home defense weapon specifically. And that is it takes two hands to operate that weapon system. Now, the second reason is over penetration. We all love a good amount of penetration, right? But the thought of the bullet going into the neighbor's house, or God forbid, even my kids' rooms, just kind of freaks me out. Now, I will admit that I kept an AR, maybe even two of them, in my room at the height of the COVID panic, and I was not as concerned about over-penetration at that time. So I think, if you have different threat levels to base it off of, it's a little, it can change the scheme of things quite a bit. All right, so the next weapon system I choose not to use is going to be the shotgun. Now, there's plenty of videos online that you can easily find that show you why a shotgun is drastically underwhelming in many self-defense situations. If you're using birdshot in a shotgun, maybe you're not an avid firearms owner, or just have a shotgun, that's what you purchased, you need to watch some of these videos, because you'll learn very quickly that it's not a good defensive round in your home. Buckshot will definitely take someone down if they're in the same hallway as you, and I'm not arguing otherwise. And obviously we know what a slug will do, but you have to make sure that your shotgun is rated to take slugs. All right, so what do I not like about the shotgun, other than it generally requiring two-handed operation? Again, I keep saying that it requires two-handed operation for almost all of these. I get that you can fire an AR-15. I get that you can fire a shotgun one-handed if you absolutely have to, but it's not recommended, and to use it to its full ability, you'll need two hands on the weapon system, all right? Anyways, the shotgun generally is hard to maneuver with in a home, all right? So if you have a standard cop-issued, 12-gauge like-esque shotgun, it's a little harder to maneuver in the house with it, right? Also, the ammo capacity is lower than I feel comfortable having on me in a life or death situation, or potential life or death situation. I personally would only use my shotgun, if not at the range, as a breaching tool. Nothing more. I don't claim to be a hunter, and I've never, ever in my entire life shot a bird with a shotgun. So I'm severely undertrained in anything to do with shotguns other than blowing holes through doors. So that's something that I recognize I need to work on, but just in my personal situation, that's a big reason why I wouldn't carry a shotgun around, or not carry it, but keep it next to my bed as a home defense weapon. All right, so next, the pistol caliber carbine is, in my opinion, it's almost the perfect weapon system to use as a home defense gun for myself. Now, my PCC that I have is a CZ Scorpion, and one thing I love about it is I can easily carry 30 rounds of 9mm Federal HST in a somewhat condensed package. I don't have to worry about over-penetration, and I have never had a failure on that specific weapon system. But it generally requires two-handed operations still. So that's just my really biggest problem with the weapon system itself is the two-handed operation. So you add all those up, right, and basically there's only one major platform left to use as a home defense weapon, and that's the pistol. Now for me, specifically, I choose a CZ SP01 Tactical. However, I always keep a second pistol in my room at all times, so my wife has a firearm in a worst-case scenario. Generally, that's the 365 XL because that's her favorite pistol to shoot. Sometimes it'll be my MR 920 as well because I just have it on me, and I'll throw it upstairs when I get home, and that's how the cookie crumbles. So I choose a pistol for a home defense weapon. Firstly, because of the penetration factor, which is generally the same thing as shooting a 9mm PCC, right? By the way, the only guns that I generally carry are 9mm other than like 1911s for 45, and I think I have like a Glock 23 as well. But generally all I have are 9mm. Alright, I can also manipulate the weapons mounted light easy on that weapon with one hand, and I can operate the weapon itself easily with one hand. Now, if you're going to do this, if you're in the same boat as me, or you like a pistol for a home defense weapon, you gotta train with it, right? You have to know how to use your pistol for the most part with one-handed manipulation and engaging threats one-handed, because it's different, obviously, than having your support hand on that weapon system. We can talk about that all day. We're not going to. So the reason it's such a big deal for me to use one-handed manipulation and one-handed engagement is because I have children and a wife in the home. I have to be able to use my non-firing hand to push, to pull, to drag, or even hit if I have to. I can also use that hand to open doors and windows, manipulate security systems, flip locks, flip light switches, or even call for help while maintaining a great deal of control on my firearm. Granted, if you're using your other hand, you're not going to be stupid accurate using one-handed manipulation of your firearm, but if you got to flip a light or whatever and engage a threat right away, you can do so better than you would with a rifle or a shotgun generally, right? And I did another previous video on YouTube a little while back when I still had guns in my hand on why you don't need night sights on a pistol. Now, I still believe that to a great extent if you have fibers on your gun. But the specific pistol that I keep on my nightstand, that CZ75 SP01 TAC, it still has night sights, and I haven't switched them out. And I think I've had that gun for maybe a year and a half, 2 years, and I still haven't switched them out. The reason I haven't changed them to fibers, which is my preferred sight on a pistol, is because they're suppressor height, and they're accurate suppressor heights, not like the P07, which is a piece of crap when it comes to the sights, at least in my opinion. Anyways, because they're suppressor height, they're super easy to identify if I kick my weapons mounted light on. One thing I've noticed throughout the training I've received and everything is if you have fibers and it's a dark room, you kick your weapon mounted light on, that fiber is going to glow bright red or green, whatever color you have it. Whereas night sights, you're going to lose some of that that light that you have if you kick a weapons mounted light on. So that was my argument originally. However, on this gun it works. And I also choose that specific gun as my primary night gun because it comfortably holds a 21 round magazine. So now what you have is a firearm that is getting close to the realm of what you have capacity-wise in an M4 or an AR-15, but you basically can use one-handed manipulation all the time if you have to. All right, if you have a first-gen Smith & Wesson Shield and your magazine capacity is substantially lower, that's what you have. I mean, you can't, not everybody can go out and buy a pistol with a higher capacity or a weapon of, whatever caliber or whatever style because some idiot on YouTube tells you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I do, what works for me, and the reason I do it. And all I'm saying is this is what I prefer, and I'm lucky enough financially to be able to pick and choose firearms in a minuscule manner. So I've been able to kind of find what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and figure it out from there. Again, please keep in mind these videos are only my opinions. If you like what I have to say, please like my video, subscribe to the channel, and again, feel free to comment whatever you want down at the bottom. As always, stay safe out there and continue to protect what's yours. I will see you next time.